Okay, neither Tiffany nor I are feeling very clever.
Yeah.
Much better.
But we're gonna play Ganz Schon clever. Either way.
Which translates roughly to quite clever.
Yeah.
In German.
And it is quite clever, but we don't
the
feel...
game is quite clever.
The game is quite clever,
if not the player.
But we don't feel very quite clever. Ichi, it's okay. I know. You don't have to... I know that you think that we're clever.
Nice to have a dog that sticks up for you.
She believes in us. So... Yeah.
So tell me about how you heard about this game.
Well, actually, no, I heard about this game. You know how I heard about this game? You're gonna laugh. I was surfing Amazon.de for games to add to my cart because I was purchasing 6 copies of The Mind. And it was recommending games that... this is designed by Wolfgang Warsch, who is the designer of The Mind. And I was like... sure, I'll get it. And then I tweeted, I was like, hey, everybody, what should I get? And Suze was like, definitely get Ganz Schon Clever. And I was like, cool, it's already in the cart. So I got it. And then by the time it got here, and then it just like, I looked at it and I was just like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And it's in German. It's only in German. So I was like, I don't want to deal with any of this right now. So, I just put it on a shelf and like left it there. And then it got nominated for the, Kenner, the Kennerspiel, DRs, which is the like heavier, more thinky game of the year from the Spiel committee. And so I was like, oh, I guess we should play it. So we played it on a night not too unlike this night when we were both really tired, and it was really good, and we both really enjoyed it. It was supposed to be like a... Sometimes with Steve and I will be like, we just have to learn this game. We just have to like play 2 rounds of it. We have to learn it. We have to play enough so that we learn it, so that the next time we sit down to do it, we don't have to like go through the whole thing. And so it was going to be one of those games where we just sit down and like I teach it to Steve so that it like is more cemented in my head, and then we're just done with it. And so we did that, and then we actually ended up like finishing the game. Like it woke Steve up, and we both really enjoyed it. And then we brought it with us to Colorado, and we've played it. I think like 3 times, 3 or 4 times now. But we both really like it. These are our past score sheets. The back is the like score pad for the whole game. So that's one of the reasons we hold on to them. We've played, because we now can like, anyway. So.
And one thing, we did get a couple of the rules not quite right, but I think we've got it down. Like the first couple times we played, we weren't totally playing it.
Well, because the English translation was a little rough because it's a fan translation. And so it wasn't until I was like looking online and somebody, So, and then I set Steve to translating. So there was that. So, to play Ganz Schon Clever,
take one of your sheets.
Take one of your sheets. I don't know how many sheets are in this pad. Probably 100. But it's a 1 to 4 player game, and it comes with 4 markers, and you will get marker all over your hand every time I play. So there's that, and then there's a box, and the box is actually part of the game, and we're gonna play such that y'all can see our boards, and we're actually gonna zoom them in a little bit because you should be able to see our suffering. I mean our scores. So I have to do this thing where I zoom it in without being able to see what I'm zooming in on. It's the best.
It's fine.
Whoa. Okay, good enough. That's good enough, I think. Cool. All right. So each of us has our own scoreboard, and in this game there are 6 dice, and you're going to use all the dice regardless of the player count. And then there's the box, and the box has a silver platter on it, which is part of the game, which made me laugh really hard when I realized what it was.
Born with the silver platter in your mouth? That kind of thing?
Yeah. No, it's a silver spoon. Born with the silver platter in your mouth. Just like wedged in there. So what's going to happen is to reduce the noise, we're going to roll into this. But we're going to roll on your turn. You're going to roll all the dice. And then you're going to select one die that's going to be the die that you use to like score that round. And in a 2-player game, we're going to play 6 rounds. In a 3-player game, you play 5 rounds, and then a 4-player game, you only play 4 rounds. So in this one, let's say I select this green 2. I'm going to put it here. On my turn, I can select up to 3 dice, but I have to re-roll every time after I select them. But after I select the dice, I score it. But before I score it, I discard any dice which have pips lower than the one I selected. So this purple 1 is lower, so I would put it on the silver platter. And then that is important for later reasons. If I had instead picked this 4 blue, there are 2 other 4s. They would not be discarded, but the 2 and the 1 would, because they are strictly less than. So that's important to preface, is that you only discard if it's strictly less than. So we'll go back to saying that I took that one. Then I would score that die, which I'll talk about here in a second, and then I would roll again. The purple was out in that example. So then I roll again, and again I can select something. Maybe I select this one. Nothing would be out, and then I would roll again. I would score my blue die, and then I would roll again, and then I would pick my 3rd die. You must always select a 3rd die if you can. However, there could be a situation where you actually want something really bad. And so, like, if we were talking about my previous round, if I really wanted this blue 4, if I took this blue 4, all 3 of these would be discarded. And so I would not have dice to re-roll for my 3rd and final die, so I would not get a 3rd and final die.
Not very clever.
Yeah. So that is how a turn will go. And then at the end of the turn, everyone else gets to score one of the dice which I had discarded. So one of the dice that I had put on this silver platter goes to somebody else. So Steve could just be like, I'm going to do the 3 orange, and then he would score it like he would normally on his turn. So that's like a rough overview of how that works. So now let's talk about the scoring areas on the cards. So each scoring area is related to a colored die, and the white die is a wild. So I'm going to go through these one by one. So the yellow die. When we talk about the yellow die, we're talking about this yellow square right here. When you select the yellow die, you cross off one of the numbers which matches the pips on the yellow die. So it's a 3, so I would cross off one of the 3s. You can't, if you don't have a number to cross off, you can't pick it. So if I had no more yellow 3s, I could not take this die because I could not mark something off. When you mark off enough things to complete either a row, a column, or the diagonal, you gain the bonus at the end of that column or row. The end of every column is actually points at the end of the game, and the end of every row is a bonus. And I'll talk about the bonuses later. So that is the yellow die. The blue die is somewhat similar. There's a blue box right there. And when you take the blue die, you cross off the sum of the blue die and whatever the white die is at that time. So you never take just the blue die by itself. You always, you'll take the blue die, but you always add the number of pips it has to the number of pips the white die has. Always. Doesn't matter where the white dice is. Could be anywhere. So in this case, I would actually cross off the 7, right? But I would only take the blue die out. In similar way as the yellow one, when you complete a row or column, you get bonuses. The scoring for the blue section is just the number of times you've crossed stuff out. And that's this chart up top. So if I've crossed out 4 numbers in the blue section, I'll get 7 points. Okay? So that's the blue section. Alternatively, because I said the white is a wild, whenever you take the white die, you can decide it can be any color section. If you take the white die and decide it is blue, you always add it to the blue die no matter where the blue die is. So if the blue die is discarded or not, it doesn't matter. You add it to that. So that's the blue section. Then we have the green section. So the green section, you have to follow the rules on the squares that you're writing the numbers in. And you always write from left to right. And so for the first number, it has to be the number you always just cross off on the green section. But in order to cross off, you have to take the die when it's showing a number for the first box that is greater than or equal to 1. And then the next box is greater than or equal to 2, greater than or equal to 3, so on and so forth. So as long as you can cross off the green the next green box, according to the condition on the box, with the die, you can take the die. So that's the green one. When you cross off a section, if you cross off one that has a bonus at the bottom, you gain that bonus then. And the points for the green section is whatever your last crossed off box is. So that's the green section. So yeah. Hey Kabuki.
Hey Kabuki.
And Cash Liam.
Hey Liam.
So it's the green section. So then we have the orange section. So the orange section is kind of like the fallback. So the orange section, you always just you write from left to right, but you can put whatever number you want in there. It doesn't matter. So the orange can just be whatever, but there are certain squares, there's a couple of them, where when you write in the number, you actually multiply it. So if I were to write in this one and end it with this 5, I would actually be writing a 10. But I have to fill up the previous boxes to get there. When you fill in a box in the orange section, if it has a bonus below it, you get the bonus. And again, I'll talk about bonuses in a second. At the end of the game, you just sum your orange box, and that's your score for orange. Okay? So that's orange. Really simple. Then there's purple! So purple is somewhat similar to orange. You have to go from left to right, but every number has to be greater than the number written before it. Just right adjacent to it. And so with one exception, you can, once you get to 6, a 1 is larger than a 6. So you can, once you get to 6, you can wrap again. But, and you can skip, like you don't have to go 1, 2, 3. You could go like 1, 3, 5, 6, and then you could start at like 2 again. But that's the purple section. For the purple section, there's a lot of bonuses once you get past the first couple of numbers because it gets really tricky. And at the end of the game, you just total up, you sum all the numbers in your purple section, and that's your score for purple. So that's the purple section. So let's talk about bonuses now. So there are 2 different types of bonuses. Or 3, sorry. There are 3 different types of bonuses. There are bonuses that you gain instantly, and there are bonuses that you can save to use later. So the bonuses that you use instantly are in colored squares, and they allow you to write or mark off something in another section. So for example, if I got this one, it's a white X inside of a blue box. That means that I get a free mark in my X section. So that's it. So like this one is an orange box with a 4 in it, which means I get a free 4 in the orange section. And when you get it, you write it in immediately. You have to do it. There's no saving. Okay? So that's those bonuses. The bonuses that you can save are the ones in the black boxes. And what you do is when you unlock one, you draw a circle up here for the type that it is. And then later on another turn or on that turn, you can mark it to say that you've used it. So one of them allows you to do a reroll. And that one's really straightforward. You have to reroll all the dice though. You can't save anything. You have to reroll everything when you use the reroll. And then the other one allows you to draft an additional die from the silver platter at the end of the turn. So if it's your turn and you use that one, you get to use one of the dice that you put out on the silver platter. If it's not your turn, it's somebody else's turn, you can cross it off to take a second die from the silver platter that's available. But when you do that, you can't pick a die that you had previously picked that turn.
Isn't there a thing you can use the X to get any die that was anywhere?
Oh, that might be it. Can you just read that German really quick and figure it's that
Sure.
section?
Let me just put on my German goggles.
That's the one that we messed up last time. So that's the +1 bonus, and he's going to confirm that. The third type of bonus is the fox. So, clever like a fox. The fox bonus is at the end of the game. For every fox that you've unlocked, you score your lowest scoring section again. However, if your lowest scoring section is a 0, you don't get any points for every fox. So, that is the scoring in the round. Let me see if I can turn the brightness down on this a little bit, because I want you to be able to see the numbers and stuff a little better. There we go. Hey, Fiddleback. Whoosh. Yeah. +1 is any of the 6 dice, says Liam.
That sounds right. That's, I think, what we were taught.
But if you use multiple +1s, you cannot use you cannot use a dice that you have already used that turn with a +1. That's what it is. So there you go. Also, every round you gain a bonus depicted in the round. So for the first round, everybody gets a free reroll. For the second one, they get a +1. The last round, you get a free mark. You either get a free 6 or a free X. So there's that.
The +1, so yes, it's any of the 6 dice. You can use it multiple times, but you can only choose each individual die once.
Yes.
So you can't take a same die multiple times.
Yep. All right. So we're starting the first round. So we each get a reroll, and we're on round 1. And I will start.
You're gonna be the first clever player.
Oh, that's a 2.
Take the 6. Sorry.
Just wipe everything. Well, I feel like the green being a 1 is pretty easy. So I cross off that. And then I reroll again. Giving Steve nothing.
It's fine if you take the blue 2. You know, maybe you'll get forgiveness from someone else at some point in the future.
From someone else.
Maybe St. Peter.
Okay then. Actually, I'm gonna take this purple 6.
What?
Yeah, because it's... Oh, wait, no, then I wipe everything.
No.
I'm stupid. I'm like, but that's great. A purple 6 is actually amazing. You always want to take a purple 6 when you take a purple 6. Except for if you...
Purple 6 is like a reset, like a do-over. Like you can go back and make everything right. It's a new start to begin again.
Okay, so I took the blue 2, which adds to the white 3, which give me 5. So I marked off the 5. And then for my last reroll, we'll see if we give anything to Steve.
Nope.
I mean, maybe I don't want an orange 4. Maybe I want a 5.
An orange 5?
Yeah. I mean, an orange 5 is better than an orange 4, strictly speaking. Actually, I think I'm gonna go...
greater than.
The 5 purple is not as good as a 5-6. Or a 6 purple. I'm gonna do the 5 yellow. Which means that I actually do that. So, Steve, I give Steve a die. So Steve got an orange 4. And that's my turn. So now it's Steve's.
Alright, what am I gonna give to Tiffany?
Crack up the laminator.
Ow.
We actually have laminated sheets of these someplace. Or no, I don't know if it arrived and before I laminated it. I don't think it did.
I have a lot of choices here.
Maybe I didn't laminate them. I feel like I did, but maybe not.
Green 2 is not bad.
Rolling rates are really high right now.
Oh. Do I put the number or just an X? The green is an X.
The green is an X, yes.
It's an XS.
Wait. No, you take the 2 and put it in here.
Yeah, sorry. You get nothing.
I was like, you're giving me a green 2? But you did a green 2.
Purple 1. That's great. Oops. I've just put a 1. Okay. I'm not doing great.
It's really interesting because I remember when Rolling America and Rolling Japan came out, and I was like super excited about the concept. I really like Welcome to as a roll and write. I know I'm like vaguely biased, but we would not have signed it if I didn't like it so much. So that's, we signed in our printing. Deepwater Games signed and is printing Welcome to because I really liked that game. And I was willing to put my reputation on the line for it. And it's paying off really nicely, by the way. But, yeah. Ooh, Ichi. What's the white? Ooh, that's an 11? Oh, yeah, I'm taking that.
But I took it as a yellow 6.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, but a blue 11?
Yeah. So
that's actually a pretty great roll.
Okay. And that was that turn. Now we're round 2.
Now we get a +1.
You get a +1.
This is a lot faster as a 2-player game. Last time I played it, I think it was 4-player.
It was 4 players in a hospital. No, it was 3 players.
Yeah.
We were playing in a hospital.
It dragged a little.
Yeah, we were very tired and worried. And doctors and nurses kept going in.
That probably slowed it down more than a player count.
A little bit. I'm actually gonna do the green. Oh, that gives you a purple too, though. I need to not care so much. I always score really low.
Or I guess I'll do it at the end.
Yeah, because you might get better things. Don't count your chickens yet. Aldi was raving about Welcome to. Oh, because the guy, yeah. He didn't have a copy. He'd never played. Oh, hey, Nutters. Nutters has only played this as 2 players. Ooh, this would be a 4. I'm going to do that because it's a 4 blue. Alright, last one.
Don't forget you have a reroll.
I do have a reroll. I do. I feel like a 1 yellow, though, is pretty hot. So I'm going to do that. So you only get a 2 purple.
Well, I'm going to use my +1 on that 1 yellow.
Do I want to use a +1? I feel like I need to start scoring something in purple, but oh well. Steve likes to do a thing that I hate, which is he likes to say welcome to a lot. Or like if something says welcome to. So now, and he'll repeat it and be like, welcome to your thing. So yeah.
It's really irritating.
I hate it so much. But now I was in the car by myself today and the radio came on and was like talking about welcome to something and I was just like so over it. Like
slump over the wheel. Lean on the horn. Yep.
Awful.
A blue 4, huh? That's not bad. Not bad at all. It's the name of my private island.
Blue 4?
No, not bad at all. I should reroll that.
Where's the blue die? Oh, you already did it.
Green 1, that's useless.
This one's really fun and it's super easy and straightforward to teach. I have been wanting to make like a roll and write box like Suze has. Suze has it's like a scrapbooking box for storing scrapbook pages when you're still working on them. So it'll hold like a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And she has a whole bunch of laminated roll and writes and dice in it. And like dry erase markers.
Speaking of welcome to, you're welcome to those dice.
And I want to make something like that because I really like it. Ooh, a 1 purple is actually...
Actually, why didn't I just use my reroll? That was silly.
I don't know, but what do you got?
I got a yellow 5.
Ooh, that's a 3 blue. I'm going to use my +1 to get the 3 blue. Okay. Round 3!
Round 3, getting another reroll.
Get a reroll. Welcome to Gons.
I kind of just want to call this Ganz now.
Ganz. Ganz Schon clever.
Ooh.
Very pretty clever. Or quite clever is the, yeah. I wish I could tell you a US publisher had picked it up, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone has.
Oh.
I do not know. I already have that one. Well, I can't pick that up.
Let me see. I'm curious, what was the direct translation of Ganz Schon?
It was very pretty.
That's right, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Ganz Schon is very beautiful, but if you say very beautiful clever, it means quite clever. So.
Well, if you say very beautiful something, it'll say quite a thing. So.
Ooh, La Granja No Siesta. That is probably one of my very favorite roll and writes. I know some people really don't like it. Probably because if you're playing with a large group, if you have a player that's a completionist, they will make, or a bunch of players who are completionists, they'll make the game go on forever. And we're both completionists. We both like to fill out our whole board, so we love it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm gonna actually take this white and use it as a blue Because then it's a 2 blue.
Yeah, I think
Which gives me a 5 orange!
My first game of No Siesta was at Essen, and it was like 3 hours. It was the first time we played. I taught it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody knew how to end the game.
He filmed it. I wasn't there.
She has footage of it, and just like, yeah.
It's one of the vlogs, but just know that I saved you all a lot of... There's so much footage of them playing No Siesta.
And just like swearing and not knowing what's going on, and like cursing the publisher.
I think Xena is emptying the water. Oh, no, it's going to be your turn soon. Hang on. I'm going to do the 2 purple.
You refill it.
Yeah. And you get that.
So
you get
I get
one.
a
You get
2 blue?
Yeah, you're welcome. Wow. It's actually really good. Thank you. I'm tired. You're extra fluffy from your river adventure.
I'm just really
so
bad at
bad.
dice trays. Really bad at dice trays.
You know there's water in the bedroom?
Yeah. The passive player does get to choose from the 3 leftover dice. You're right. We've been doing it. We've just been doing it surreptitiously. Like, I just got the 2 blue.
Do they get to
In
drop from the leftover?
in this, well, the ones in the silver platter.
Oh, but not in the dice tray, right?
Oh no, not in the dice tray. You can only choose from the platter.
Are we accurate on that?
I believe. I mean, I can use my German goggles.
Oh,
Ooh,
Netters
a 3
isn't
purple?
sure if it's gonna stay. If No Siesta is gonna stay on our shelf. I mean,
I like filling out everything on this sheet.
I don't know. I guess Castles of Burgundy kind of is really good for us, but like we taught our nephew No Siesta, and we really like it with him. It's really good, and he can play it. We actually were talking about how
Oops. Hold on.
we want to take. We might take him to BGG Spring one year. Because he would play anything with us. He is really good at games.
I'm gonna take this as a 4 purple, which is gonna knock that out. So then all I have left is a yellow.
We're so bad. Hero Logic has been
So
playing
bad.
Gloomhaven and Dungeon Degenerates. Yep.
All right, you have some choices over there.
Hang on, I gotta figure out.
Oh,
I have it live.
you have it.
I have it set for Chinese for reasons.
Well,
on,
like your
focus.
camera doesn't want to focus a lot of the time.
Oh, girls, you're too tired to bark. Come on. Thank you. Oh, wow.
And then if you take a picture, then you do the finger select of just what you want.
German goggles know how to party. German goggles.
When you buy games from Amazon DE that only have German rules. Yeah, One Deck Dungeon is a lot of fun. A friend of ours borrowed it and still has it.
He can no longer roll a dice because all remaining dice are on the silver platter. So is the last die go to the silver platter?
All passive players now get the cube set aside on the silver platter of these dice.
Well, but no, it says right here, because all remaining dice are on the silver platter. Oh, or because, never mind.
Yeah. Select a die and place it on his game sheet.
Yeah, but only of those on the silver platter. So this translation to me implies that...
We play it correct.
Yeah. You don't get an option if it's not on the silver platter, and it doesn't by default go to the silver platter unless it's been removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Netters.
Good night.
Oh,
I
Netters
get
hopped over to
options.
Twitch. So
Oh.
yes, you have options.
Okay.
It's possible the passive player won't get an action if the active player chooses 3-1 die. Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
And that's, I think, strategically something that's important.
Hey, Sammy. We still don't have your one deck dungeon. Our one deck dungeon is at a friend's house, I think.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play it.
I think we forget
since we
to
got
bring it back. They're married now. I think they're on their honeymoon, so it's going to be even longer until we get... I dropped my lid! Your copy back. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Do the right thing, Kairos.
I do what I want! What is the... Ooh, no, I already have that. Well, my only option is actually the one orange.
Well, it's weird that YouTube's messing up because we're just going to restream. So maybe YouTube is sad if the Twitch is fine. So
yeah, I don't know.
Our upload seems fine. Yeah. I mean, the chat is better in Twitch. Just saying.
Well, it's because we asked everybody to move to Twitch.
That is, in fact, it. Is it round 4?
It is round 4, yes. So you either get a free X or a free 6.
And we have to take it now, I think,
yes.
right? I'm gonna get an X here, which gives me an orange 5.
I'm not doing nearly as well this round as last time I played. I think I'm
doing pretty poorly.
An X here, which gets me a orange 4, which is multiplied by 2, which is an 8.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, and then I did roll. I don't want a purple 1. Ooh, I will take the orange 3, which puts the purple out.
Oh, I didn't use my blue X.
Which gets me an X yellow X. And
Wait, no,
I will do
that's dumb. Why did I do
that?
Tell me why I did that.
I don't know.
It was really dumb.
I don't know.
I just marked off a blue 7, which is literally the most common number you can get.
It smells like wet dog in here. I took Ichi the river today. You're all lucky Smello Cam has not been invented.
Yep.
Today.
Turn off your Twitch smell plug-in.
Basically.
It's wet dog over here. Ichi, what have you been playing?
River.
The river.
I'm gonna do the 3 white, and I'm gonna do it as a blue to get the 7, which gets me the 6 purple, which gets me another reroll. I have so many rerolls though.
Checking boxes is pretty great.
I love checking boxes. Ooh, I could do the 9, which would give me another reroll.
I feel like you have more things checked off than I do.
Ooh, 6 yellow. I now get 20 points from yellow. And then I put that on the silver platter for you.
Well, I think my only option is a 4 green.
Hero Logic has an irresistible urge to check boxes. It's weird.
They all stayed in.
It's weird for me that we can't like play along with this roll and write, because we've been playing a lot of roller rights on this channel. But I like to play the ones that like you all can play along with. Like we played Castles of Burgundy, the dice game, play along, and we did Welcome to play along, and we did Kokoro play along. Yeah. So it bums me out that you all can't play along with us. I really want to play Metro X. I'm not willing to spend the $60 for it, though. There's a couple drive-ins, but they're pretty sparse. There was one in San Jose that I went to a couple times.
I will do the... Oops. Orange 5.
Really? So you wiped these, right?
Oh, I should have done a reroll. Why did I do that?
No one knows.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Roll and sniff.
Use a reroll. There we go. Purple
Okay.
5.
So I can do a blue...
And that gives me a +1.
I now have so many rerolls.
And I'm gonna save my +1. Okay.
Ooh, I could do a 6 blue. Ooh, I get a +1 if I do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 6 blue with the 1.
Ha
ha. Got your hopes up.
What was the name of that bully in The Simpsons?
I have no idea. I never
He was
watched.
the one that did that. Ha ha.
Yeah, I
Actually, that was a better impression than mine.
Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Oh.
Nelson! Thank you, Angry Tetris. Nelson is the bully.
I can't even get that this round. Why did I do that? I'm gonna use one of my mini rerolls.
One of your mini rerolls? The tiny rerolls.
Ooh, I could do that 1 orange. Nice. To get a +1. Nice.
Literally the worst.
The best of the worst. Which is still...
If you take a 2, I will be unhappy.
I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna reroll.
You could take a purple 2 to get a blue, and then you could get your 12.
I could, you're right. But the 12... No, I don't want a 12, I want an 8. But I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna take the 2 to do that, because I can wrap, and then I can get the 8, which gets me yellow X. And I can do the yellow X to do...
This is a cooperative game, right? Yeah, when... Fiddleback, that's a good point. We didn't call them roll and rights when it was just all Yahtzee. When did we start calling them roll and rights? There's probably a game that started that craze.
Quicks? Roll and rights have been very popular in Germany for like a long time. There's quite a number of them. And Schmidt puts out most of them. You get nothing! Nothing! Unless you use a +1. Speak now or forever hold your dice.
Use a +1 to get the 4 yellow. I get some points.
Yeah.
Round 4 still? Yeah. 4. This is still round 4, right? Yeah. What do I want? Well,
I
there's
really
that
want...
purple 6.
Let's make a bus route.
I think I'll take yellow 2. Which gives you a 1.
These are, so in Germany, there's like, they have, it's really weird. So they have these, like, in toy stores and game stores, they have this, like, display, this shelving thing that you can buy, and it basically pushes the games forward. It's like spring-loaded shelves, green X, and they're that big. And so there's, like, tons of games that are, like, that size that fit in those spring-loaded game shelves. And
purple
like
6.
we always go, when we go to Germany, we always go to a toy store to like peruse those racks, because they'll have little card games in there, and like little card game versions of games that are here, like that are huge. Like they're the bean game. What's the bean game? Bonanza. Like, here in America, the Bonanza game's, like, this big. But over there, it's just, that. So, anyway, those racks, there's always, like, a whole section that's just roll and rights. And there's, like, refills of pads. Like, you can just buy shrink-wrapped, like, pads of the papers for them. So, yeah, there's always, like, 2 or 3 that are always new every year whenever I go and look. But I don't really get them normally. But Sue's... We play games with Suze, and when we're tired, she always pulls out rolls and rights, so we're getting addicted. 6. Oh, wow. Thanks for all the ones. That sucks. But you give me the 1 yellow. Yeah, I got 10 points. Yeah. So anyway, it's always interesting. There's lots of roll and rights over there, but they're like really small, and most of them haven't made it over here. I think the most popular one that made it over was
round 5. No books.
Quicks. And then they did like the Target edition one with the roll and write dry erase boards. Yeah.
Yeah, we should build a bus route.
Are you two going to OrcaCon or BGGCon this year? OrcaCon already happened. OrcaCon's in January. But we are going to BGG.
Whoa.
high numbers blues. I got the blues. Or I gotta get a lot of greens. Oof. Ooh, I'm gonna do this 2 white as a yellow. And then I get a +1. And I get a green X, which is pretty great.
Neither of which I want to use. Not a lot of blue options for you. There's like green 4.
Or the purple 4. They both give me a +1. I think I'm gonna do the purple 4 because it's my, or sorry, the green 4 because it's my lowest scoring, which gives me another +1. Oh, we're on round 5. And now I have the purple die and a bunch of rerolls. Purple 5, totally valid. Didn't crack it.
I will take the blue 5.
And so now I have a bunch of +1s. There's only one more round. Don't want that. Don't want that. Can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that.
You can use the +1s on your tune too, right?
Yes, I can. And I could use...
Can you use a +1 to get one you've already taken? Probably not.
Yes, you can. Because it resets. It's at the end of the turn, you can take any of the 6 dice. But I actually can't use any of them. I could use the orange, and I could use this as an orange, but I don't want to. So, Steve's turn. We might be at OrcaCon. OrcaCon asked me if I want to be a guest, but it's at a weird time of year, so I don't know. We probably will, and we'll probably stay with Suze. Yeah.
Alright, my round 5.
We'll see. There's a little Portland crew we might drive out.
I think, yeah, we haven't been to OrcaCon yet.
Yeah, we did. I was super sick. I was sick as a dog.
Right, you were sick as a dog. That's why.
We I borderline had them take me to the ER, but I toughed through it. And then they, yeah.
Even a dice that is currently used by the active player has already been used by the player himself.
Yep.
All right.
You don't have to go to cons, Kabuki. I think you're not lame for not going to cons. I think it's just the most opportune time to meet people in the real world and say hi. Plus, then you and Steve could play your weird war games together. I know they're solo, but like...
I'm going to do a yellow 4. Which gets me that. Which kicks some of those out. Green 2 is not helpful. Oh, I don't have any rerolls left. This is not great. I have to take a die, right?
Yes, you must take a die.
So I must take the purple 6. That's bad. Because I can't take the green, and I can't take the yellow.
So you wait, please.
To there. So I take the purple 6, which gets me a fox. But I could use a +1 to get one of those ones that I discarded. Useless. Okay.
Ooh, yes. I will use a +1 to take the purple 6.
To
get a yellow.
I'm not gonna win this.
Which will get me... Oh, I could get another fox. Or I could get... It's way better to get 16 points. Cool. Cool. Do I want anything else? I've used the
So sad.
4 and the purple. Do I want another 4? I could do a 4 on that. Yeah, I'll do another +1 to do the white 4 as an orange to get 8 more points. And now it's the final round. Oh yeah, PAX Unplugged. I will be at PAX Unplugged this year. Going to a lot of shows.
It's the final round now.
Wow. That is an awful roll for me. Ooh, yes! Oh wait, no. I want this one to do that. To do that. To do... Oh, I did that already. To do that. Sweet. Awesome. Eat gruff.
Hey.
Cena, don't bark. I'm about to win. Okay. I am going to take the 4 green, which kicks that out, which gets that, which gets me a free blue, which finishes my blue, which gets me another +1. So I can take all the dice at the end. What is that? A 2 purple. Could get another fox. Yeah, okay. I'll do 2 purple, and then I'll use a +1 to do a 2 white, which gives me another fox.
Alright, I'm gonna do a 2 yellow, which gets me a 4.
And I have
so I
2
put an 8
+1s.
there.
Blues are worthless. Yellows. I'll use another +1 to do the green again. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my +1 to do a 2 orange there, which is gonna get me an X on yellow.
I didn't even know that I hummed the final countdown every time I played a game until Kabuki Kid started watching our streams and pointing it out. I just want to point that out.
Oh, no, I don't have that.
It's my tell, apparently. When I feel I'm doing something clever, I hum the final countdown.
Okay, I'm done cheating. My turn?
It is, but Kabuki Kid
Oh.
wants to know which war game was it. That was a World War II Pacific game. It came with a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier as a little optional, and you could play out the scenario from the final countdown.
I don't know. But that's awesome. That was a movie that, like, made the rounds on broadcast TV, so I've seen, like, 2/3 of it, like, 3 times as a kid.
It's like Waterworld. I never saw like Waterworld in its entirety. I don't think I ever actually have seen Waterworld in its entirety. I've seen the whole movie, but I don't think I've ever seen it like
start
in
to
one
finish.
sitting. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if those movies, like, they could license them cheap and they were long, so there were a lot of commercials.
We should make a Waterworld game. Love that.
Don't tempt me. Oh my god. Yellow 3.
I will be
Boom.
+1ing for that.
And
No,
that
is
gives me
worthless to me.
that gives me a blue.
No, it's not.
And I can use that blue on a purple 6, which gets me a reroll.
This is the best I've ever done at this game, by the way. Like, hands down.
And then now I finally get that +1, so that gets me a +1. And then that kicked out that.
Wait, why did that... Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Alright, don't want a blue 3. An orange 5 would kick out the blue 2. I'm not going to be able to use blue anyway, so... Which gets me another +1.
Don't forget you have rerolls.
I have 1 reroll.
Oh, I have a bunch.
Oof.
I would
Actually,
reroll.
well,
you can't do the green, and you could... Anything would be better on the purple. Like, literally anything would work on the purple.
this is my last roll.
It rolled off the table.
Literally anything would be better, huh? Literally any roll.
It's a 1, by the way.
Now it's a 5.
Well, you re-roll it.
Okay, now it's a 4. Okay. I'm gonna take the purple 4.
Yeah, see,
which gets me
better.
a green X. This stays, and then now I have 2 +1s.
So I have a 1, and I have a +1. I'm gonna do the 1 white as a 1 orange, which gets me a fox. And then I'm gonna use my last +1 to get his 3 yellow, which gives me another fox.
Okay. I'm gonna use 1 +1 to get me the green. Actually, I'm gonna use it to use the 1 white as a green, which gets me a blue X, which gets me the blue 10, which gets me a green X, which gets me a fox.
Very nice.
And then I can use my last +1. I could use my last +1. See, that would get me... I could do a 4 there, which would get me with the +1.
But it's not strictly greater than.
Oh, yeah. No, that's right. Okay, so then I do just want to use my last +1 for the green 4.
It doesn't give me anything else.
This doesn't give me anything else, but...
Well, it gives you 8 points.
Yeah. This might be the best I've done at this game.
The game in question is Fires of Midway, apparently.
Fires of Midway.
Yeah. Liam thinks I'm going to get 250 points. I don't think I'm going to get that many, but we're going to see. Okay. This is the best I've ever done. All right. So your score from the yellow section. Good sir.
I have never done a blackout on the yellow section.
I am 1 away from doing it. But what is your score on the yellow section? Oh, you got a blackout.
Yeah, yeah. 60?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Ouch. Okay, so I got...
Yeah, that is 60, isn't it?
20s. I got 46. Okay.
Sammy asks if I've ever played Strike. I don't know the game Strike.
I have. You would be awful at it. You bounce dice through an arena to try and like hit other people's dice.
Nope. Oh, it's like curling but with dice.
The Mr. E was watching our Cumbria playthrough, and after 10 seconds, it set you here. That's weird.
That's super weird.
Did it not click? Oh, weird. Oh, you know why? I wonder if you clicked the "We're live." If you clicked a tweet that was like "We're live" from a few days ago, or from because we did that Tuesday, it would redirect you to the current live stream, which is right now. So we're real live. And hello. If you want to watch the Cumbria playthrough, if you just click on the logo to go to the channel, it is the most recent video in the channel. So you can go back and watch that there if you were looking for that, Mr. E.
Kabuki says, the Final Countdown trivia, the movie is where the band Europe got the idea to do the song from.
I'm learning so much from you.
So, like, they could legitimately have opened for, like, a screening of the movie.
Okay,
and just been like, it's the Final Countdown.
Your blue section.
The Final Countdown.
I blacked it out, so I got 56 points.
8 gets me 29.
29. Alright, green section. I got 36.
Also got 36.
Okay. So far, this is a close game.
It is a close game.
Orange section means we have to do math.
$29.
Whoa. I got 29 too. Okay.
Oh, you have 4 foxes. I think you might get it.
I have 5 foxes, sir.
5 foxes?
I got every fox.
What?
Yup. Okay. Blue or purple section is next. Matthew, purple section.
$37.
I got 24. Okay, and then now I have 5 foxes, so I multiply 24 times 5.
Oh.
And Steve has how many?
3 foxes.
3 foxes, and so he does 29 times 3. So
I think that's a Tiffany victory.
Calculators. The Mr. E is staying for the scoring. Okay, so 3 times 29. Steve got 87 from his foxes.
Legitimately the best I've ever done at this game.
Yeah, I know, me too. And I got 120 from my foxes. Okay, cool. So then I'm just gonna super cheat and do the math with the calculator.
Yeah, I think this is a Tiffany victory. I think it's gonna be close. Within like 100 points.
278 for Steve. Okay, well now I definitely feel like I'll beat 100 or 250.
Yeah.
This is the best game I've ever had of this.
Well, I guess it's going on the trade pile.
311.
Oh man.
Wait. What does it mean that I am?
It means you're a mid-90s alternative rock band.
More than 280 points. I am Ganz Schon clever.
What am I?
You're still pretty smart. You are du hast nicht zu fragen Albert Einstein, oder?
Du heißt nicht zufällig Albert Einstein.
Are you not Albert Einstein? Is that what that is? Are you sure you're not Albert Einstein? Is that what that says? I'm practicing my German.
Yeah, because du heißt would be your name. Are you sure your name's not
Albert Einstein?
Albert Einstein.
I'm getting better at German! Don't try and say that to me. I wouldn't understand if you said it. But reading-wise, I can do it. And that's the
trade
game.
pile. Never gonna do better, and you still beat me, so... Yeah, the using the +1s to pick a die, any of the 6 die, is the most important rule.
No, you don't understand.
And the white being wild is super important.
have all of our previous scores. So previously, I scored 206.
No, that was me.
Oh, no, sorry. Steve scored 206, and I scored 147. And before that, I scored 91, and he scored 49. And before that, I scored 113, and he scored 83. So this is the best we have ever done.
Also, the first however many games I played, I didn't know white was wild for some reason. I thought it could only be used with blue.
That's awkward.
An important rule.
Oh my gosh, Ganz Schon clever. I'm Ganz Schon clever.
Definitely.
I will never be Ganz Schon.
Definitely a fun game.
Yeah. I like this one.
Could use more of a theme. I think maybe if there were an extra bunny or two, I'd be more into it. Maybe like telepathic bunnies?
I don't know how you... Trying to achieve enlightenment. I don't know how you would theme this, honestly. Just no idea.
Maybe like the Manhattan Project? Like we're...
No.
Trying to figure out how to split the atom.
Oh, I learned a fun story about the Manhattan Project. Did you know that there's a game called the Manhattan Project? I think we even streamed it. And
we streamed Energy Empire, I think,
yes,
not the base.
The sibling to it. So the Manhattan Project, there's a game called the Manhattan Project, and it's about building nuclear power weapons. And it was being delivered to the United States via a shipping container, as you do, because it was a Kickstarter. And so at the customs port, they were receiving the game, and on the side of all the boxes, and what it said it was a board game, and the title, and it didn't even say like board game, the title is this, it said the Manhattan Project, and it was delivering like a container of the Manhattan Project, and it was coming into the United States. And so customs strip searched literally every copy of the game in the shipping container. So the first time the Manhattan Project, when they were fulfilling to Kickstarters, that's what happened to the game. And I think they talked about that on the Kickstarter itself as well. But Customs, U.S. Customs went through every box. They would open every case of the game, and then they would unshrink every copy of the game and take it out and look under the inserts and the trays and like the things. And yeah, and then they would like just shove all the components back in and close it and then toss it back in the case. So yeah, fun story about the Manhattan Project board game.
So the next time I'm making a game, I shouldn't call it. You should definitely not how to split the atom.
Yes, you should theme it and call it nothing to do with nuclear weapons, any kind of weapons, or anything to do with weaponry or anything that could be used as a weapon. So there we go. Fun fact. Anyway, now we all learned something. That was Ganz Schon clever. Designed by Wolfgang Warsch. And I already have marker on my hand. You can see. It's every game.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, good game, Tiffany. Well played.
Thank you. I feel very smart. I don't actually feel like I had any control or power over it, but I feel really
also
smart.
Playing two player, you get to roll the dice 6 times each. Playing 4 player, you only get to roll the dice 4 times each, so your score is probably more dependent on those extra pickups and the +1s. So I think maybe scores are going to skew higher in a 2-player game. I think, because you'll have more control over more of the dice that you're going to put down. That is my hunch.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Kabuki brings up the story of the FBI raiding Steve Jackson. I think it was even the Secret Service that raided them. There was an RPG book that I had where they actually... maybe it was like a newer edition of GURPS Cyberpunk. They actually... because like someone... they basically thought that the RPG GURPS Cyberpunk was a like how to hack the government manual. So they like raided the offices of Steve Jackson and everything.
Turns out it's just a bunch of nerds.
So I think it made it into like the foreword of like GURPS Cyberpunk anyway.
Like, thank you, Agent so-and-so for not... yeah. Anyway.
Agent Fridge Large Meat. It's one of those. Sorry, it's from one of the greatest MST 3000 episodes ever. Big McLarge Huge.
Okay. Have you ever played Quacksalver or whatever it's called? No, I have not. Quacksalver. It's not ringing any bells. But yeah, that was our bonus stream of Ganz Schon Clever. I don't remember what it's up against in the Kennerspiel. I cannot remember the life of me what it is.
The Mind Advanced.
No, the Mind is up for the Kenner against Azul and something else.
Exit 2. Exit harder. Too smart to exit.
No. That's previous winners.
I think more random trivia. I think Fallout, the original Fallout game, was going to be based on the GURPS system, but there was a falling out between Interplay and Steve Jackson, so Interplay made the special
Quacksalver is the potion-making Spiel nominee. Okay, that's the other one.
But yeah, the Fallout games were almost based on GURPS, but then they were based on their own system, which was somewhere. I think it was GURPS. But yeah.
We have not played that one. Last year, I bought from Germany all of the games that were nominated for the Spiel, and we played them all. And we streamed them all. 100% we streamed them all. But I was gonna make a video about them all, and then I just completely lost steam because I was like, this one's just gonna win. And
no suspense.
No suspense. So I didn't even bother making the video. So and we spent a lot of money on shipping from Germany for that. And I could have made the video anyway, but I'm not really good about lying on camera about whether I like or don't like a game, which is why we only stream games that are really good, that I like. So we always make sure we play games before, because there's nothing like being halfway through the game and then Tiffany just literally, this happened to me last night. We played a game and halfway through the game I was like, I can't win. There's no reason for me to keep playing.
Tiffany and Steve stream After Dark, which is table flip.
I don't table flip, yeah. But I don't even. There's certain games where if it becomes just really obvious, and we're not even halfway through the game, that there's just no way that I can win, and then it just becomes about me picking somebody else to win, I just don't even care anymore. Like, I'll start doing stuff on my phone, I'll, like, start knitting, I will, like, leave and go get snacks, and, like, Steve knows this, so Steve will just be like, oh, on her turn, she said she wanted to do this, and I, like, never told him anything. He'll just be like, oh, on her turn, she does this, and, like, yeah. So, I guess, asterisks, whenever we stream something, you already know that I like it enough to actually make it through a game. That's important. Yeah. But anyway, we streamed the Kenner, all the Spiels DRs nominees last year. And then I was, like, gonna make a video about it. But after we had played them all a couple times, I was just like, oh, well, this one's gonna win. It's obvious. And so I could not be motivated to make a video about it.
Did the ones you thought?
Yeah.
Two of them, at least. I don't remember who was all three.
Yep. He hasn't taught me. So Zaya hasn't happened yet because he hasn't taught me how to play it. Because he knows that him teaching me to play it will be, like, pulling teeth.
I'm terrified.
Yeah. And I have to be in the right frame of mind to listen to him teaching me a game. Because he is not very good at teaching games in a way that I understand them. Like, I just can't grok them. And so there's that. Like, it almost would be faster if I just read the rulebook and did it myself. And he has not clipped corners on his counters yet. He has an X-Acto knife. I don't know if he's actually going to clip corners, but he's going to use it to, like, get them out of the tray. Ichi is limping so bad. Did we overdo it on the paddleboard today? It's supposed to be physical therapy. I guess physical therapy can make you sore. Okay, the only reason I can handle Merchants and Marauders is because somebody else taught it to me. This is really important. We were at a con, and it was like 1 a.m, and our friend Levi and Jason, they taught me how to play Merchants and Marauders, not Steve. Because Steve had tried in the past, and I just walked away. Like, I literally walked away. My niece has a phrase that she uses that she learned at daycare, which is walk away. So when she's really angry inside and she wants to, like, scream or shout or hit someone, she will say to herself, oh, she used to. She doesn't do it anymore because she's 7 now. She's growing up. But she used to say, she'd be like, walk away, Natalie, walk away. And then she would walk away. And it was the cutest thing ever that she could, like, police herself like that. And so for the longest time, that's the strategy we use when one of us gets too overwhelmed with the other one trying to teach a game.
Yeah.
So
basically, yeah. I need to watch... I now know roughly how to play it, but I need to play it solo. And then, like, write an outline and then teach Tiffany, like, within days after having played it solo. So it's like a... Yeah.
That makes me bummed, Liam, that Council of 4 you had that experience. Because I wanted to try it. It looked really interesting. But maybe I won't now. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure Strike was in the U.S. Somebody brought it over. You could get it here. Briefly. It would do too well at Target and I would hate it. But anyway. We will look for more online tutorials. This is the problem. You guys show up late, and then we just want to chill. Like, we've had a couple beers, and we just want to chill and hang out with y'all. But it is 9:15. Steve and I are on half East Coast time. I think we've migrated to, like, maybe Central or Mountain time by now.
You're like mountain and a half.
No, I'm not quite there. I think I'm more Central and a half. I'm getting halfway to normal time. So we've been going to bed really early. So I'm like, it's almost bedtime.
Yeah, I'm flagging.
Yeah, well, and Steve actually got con cred, so
yeah,
he's shy. Oh, hey, girls, it's okay. Yep, limpy girl. So we're gonna go have our wind down for the evening. Maybe watch some Doctor Who.
Wind down?
Wind, not wine.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I think we're also probably going to play maybe something else off camera to prep for the streams that we have coming up next week. Woo. Yeah. So
maybe Dragon's Breath? Sorry.
You want to play Dragon's Breath? I mean, we could just play it now. We're tired and a little sleepy, and it won the Kender spiel. Yeah.
Well, we can do that as a bonus stream.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do Dragon's Breath as a bonus stream next week sometime.
Especially if we need more than two players for. I mean, we don't need more than two. It's just It's fun.
It's even better when you have more than 2.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let you go. And I'm like, let's do another bonus stream of that one so I can get rid of it. But next week, we'll be streaming on Tuesday. We'll either be streaming Sailing Towards Osiris or Pioneer Days. One of the 2. Maybe Century East and Wonders. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. We have lots of options, and it's one of those things where it's like I have to gauge like which one would make the most sense popularity-wise and like usefulness-wise for streaming first. So, yeah. But that'll be Tuesday stream, and then Thursday stream, Steve and I will be streaming something awesome 2-player unless we can convince our good friend Tony to come up to drive across the river.
That's a tough ask.
Yeah.
You have to figure out whether to caulk your wagon and float it across, or whether to find a good place to ford. It's not easy.
I really want to stream a video, or I really want to stream the Century games playing together. I really, really want to do that because I think it's the most interesting concept. But I want to stream it by itself and then stream it joined. So, yeah. But good to know there's another person voting for it. Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna go wind down. Not wind down.
Wind down.
I'm not opening a bottle of wine. Okay, there we go. Interesting, Angry Tetris. Interesting. Oh. If you are watching on Twitch, make sure you hit the heart button. That is someplace so you get notified whenever we go live, which will be on Tuesdays or Thursdays, because we started streaming up again. Woo! Yep. So we'll be streaming through the Origins, post-Origins, pre-Gen Con season, and then we'll be streaming after Gen Con for the Gen Con release season.
And then pre-Essen.
And then the pre-Essen season, and then we'll be streaming the post-Essen season, and then we'll do some sort of space-uary, train-uary, some uary stream, and then we'll take vacation again. I think that's just how our stream season's gonna go.
Panamax-uary? We just play Panamax twice a week for a month.
I don't want to play that game anymore because my life has become so concerned about where shipping containers actually are in the real world. Like, it just makes me angry. Like, import, export, I want to burn that game. I don't care about the fumes. I just want to burn it. It makes me so mad. So mad.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we'll see you. Click the heart. It's hard to miss. It looks like this.
That was adorable, and I think that's going to be our sign-off for now.
Okay.
Good job.
Bye.
Goodbye. We missed you guys.
We're gonna Zion off. No.
Nope, that's not the sign-off. But also, legitimately, we did miss you all in the chat.
We did.
We did. So, yeah.
And the dogs missed their chewies.
They did. We didn't give them any chewies because we weren't streaming. So
they would sit down and play a game, and we'd just get these hurt betrayal looks.
Mm-hmm.
Just like.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah. All right.